On this week's show, we're targeting raccoons in Jason's home state of Illinois. He'll be setting up a variety of traps to see what he can catch.
All right, behind me I have a little creek and it's just covered in coon tracks. I'm gonna set some dog proofs in there. There's a lot of coon tracks. I'm gonna set 4 dog proofs. When you have a good sign, get in there and set these traps, catch them coon, pull your traps, move to the next area. So we're gonna go in here and set some dog proofs right now. So there is no trees here to use the aircraft cable that I like to use on some of my trees or traps when I'm setting. So what I'm going to do is just take some of this wire here, trapping wire, wrap it on the terminal fastener of my trap. I'm going to use the pogo anchoring system. So take the other, just a washer, close J hook. Wrap it around that. I'm over here, so right over here, just a lot of coon tracks going right through here. I'm gonna go ahead and get my trap set. So now, simply, all I have to do is take this washer, stick that washer and they end up, stick that washer in the end of this little stake. Well, all right, so we're going to try this again. So all I have to do is just stick that washer in the end of the stake. I need my hammer. Give it a twist, pull it out. You're thinking, how in the world is that going to hold? So, you know, you wouldn't think a washer and a wire is going to hold a trap or a coon. I'm here to tell you that would hold a Clydesdale. That is not coming out. Trap's already set. I'm going to put this right on the coon trail. Grab my fish bait, or coon bait, give it a squirt of fish oil, go to the next one.
This portion of Trapping Across America is brought to you by F&T Fur Harvesters Trading Post.
Okay, we have a good, well-used coon trail coming out of this woods, cutting across this CRP ground. It kind of splits off in there. So I'm going to set a 160 right here on this trail. And I'm going to use this natural grass, this grass here, for natural camouflage.
Trappers provide information and samples that allow biologists to study wildlife diseases and population dynamics. For example, statistics on the age, sex distribution of animals captured allows biologists to determine whether certain populations are increasing or decreasing. Everyone wants to know the secret to being a successful trapper. Most successful trappers will tell you that the key to success is location, location, location. The best baits and lures will not work if you don't have your trap set in the proper location. Look for travelways, the areas that the animals use most often. After setting up doubles in this spot, Jason is off to play in a creek.
I want to tell you a little bit about the foothold I'm using. I'm just using a 1.5 by Duke. It's a good trap. It's cheaper than a lot of traps on the market, and it will hold animals. I'm setting this at about 1/2 pound. It's gonna, if a mink or a muskrat comes by, it's gonna get caught. So coon will set it off, possum will set it off. 1.5 will hold a coyote. I've caught coyotes in a 1.5 and have held them incidental catches. You know, I wasn't targeting coyotes with it. But this is a good trap for water. I like to use this. I don't set a lot of footholds anymore. I do use mainly conibears and dog proofs, but every now and then there is a need for a foothold. I always got some ready to go. All right, we're here on a little creek. I'm going to make a foothold set here for coons. I'm just going to take my trap stake. I'm going to wallow out a hole in the bank here, about 12 inches high. And I'm going to set this foothold about 6 to 8 inches off the back of this bank here. Pretty soft. Bury the chain, take some water, stick up that bank. I think I just lost my lure. I did, but I found it. Stick up that bank, take some fish oil, squirt in the hole, squirt up and down the bank. Coons that are traveling this here bank, there's a lot of tracks. Smell that, get on their hind legs, sniff in there, step on that trap, get caught. It's a quick, easy set. Something I like to do after making a set, I carry a little notepad with me. I write down the set I made, the location, the lure I used. Then when I get home, I'll transfer it to a permanent logbook. But this will give me an idea of what's working, where it's working, and, you know, something I can keep for years, pass down to my kids and grandkids. All right, we're going to go check them traps we set out yesterday. I think we only got about 21, 22 set out. We had a lot to do at home. So we're going to see what happens. Last night it was 33, 34. Today it's going to drop down to, I think, low 12 tonight. So probably not going to catch a lot of coons tonight, so hopefully we have a good day today. I'm hoping 5 or 6. Like I said, we only had 19, 20, I don't know, not very many traps out. I got it wrote down in my logbook somewhere, so we'll just see what happens. Right here is where I have the trail camera. I have a double here. I have a coon on the 1DP, and over here I have a possum on the dog proof. When we get these reset, and hopefully we'll catch some more tonight. It's going to get real cold tonight. It's going to get down to 12 degrees. But, you know, it's impractical for trappers to scout with trail cameras. If you have trail cameras out there and you're getting pictures of coon or coyote, even possum, that's some trap. Most of us are deer hunters too, and we got trail cameras out there. So utilize the information from them trail cameras to help catch some fur that's here.
Some say that the purpose of a raccoon's black mask is to reduce glare, helping it to see better in the dark. Jason heads off to check his next traps.
Hey, so we're out here where we set them 4 dog proofs last night, and we caught 2 coon. This is just a really good reason why you need to set more than 1 trap where you think you're going to catch coon. You know, if I would have set 1 trap, I would have missed that 1. Yeah, I have 2 empty traps, but I have 2 that are full. So always set more than 1 trap where you know you're on location.
A raccoon will rinse its food in water prior to eating it. When there is no water close by, a raccoon will still rub its food to remove debris. Trapping takes a lot of time and dedication. Trappers spend time studying wildlife, scouting, preparing traps, working with landowners, setting traps, running trap lines, and preparing pelts. When trapping season starts, trappers must check the traps every day until they're removed. Jason is off to his next set. It looks like he has a nice surprise in this one.
So this is a pleasant little surprise. It's my first ever otter. Caught it here in Illinois. I've never caught an otter, never seen one in this creek. This is where I set that, where I just took the trapping stake, punched a hole in the bank. I caught my first otter. That's really cool. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I'm gonna get them dispatched. I've never caught an otter before, so this one might go for a taxidermist. Yes, this is cool.
Jason stops by the pond on his way home. It looks like it has paid off. One muddy raccoon. As this successful day ends, Jason gets to do it all over the next day.
Okay, as I predicted, we did catch a coon. They were moving last night. It was a little bit warmer. And another prediction is right. It's a muddy mess. We're going to get this one dispatched. You might remember I had 2 coons in this little creek bed the first check I did, and we've gone a whole week with miserable coon trapping conditions. Coons are not true hibernators, but when it gets down into those frigid conditions, they're not going to be moving much. So whenever the weather does warm up, have out your coon traps. And all I've had was coon dry cat food and fish oil in this trap. I've not touched it for a week. All I've done is look at it. So that's a potent combination. Dry cat food, fish oil is enough to entice that coon to stick his foot in somewhere he didn't belong. So get rid of this coon, rebait this, on to the next one.
It looks like there's double the trouble at the next stop.
So I'm not real good at predicting the lottery numbers, but I am good at predicting coon movement and muddy coons. 2 doubles here, dog proof, dry cat food, fish oil, got a double. 2 traps, 2 coon. Get these dispatched, rebait them, go on to the next ones. But you know, we've had so much rain and snow and freezing conditions, everything is now thawed out. Caught these coons overnight, and they've been enjoying the mud bath. What a mess. Caught this here coon in a dog proof. It's right next to a big den tree. The den trees are noticeable over time. You'll just be able to pick them out. You'll be able to see where they're climbing up. You'll see hair caught in the bark.
You'll see actual scratch marks on the trees. That's anytime you can find a den tree, it's a good place to set a trap or two. And over time, you'll just remember that's a den tree. Whenever you can find a den tree, it's always good to place a trap or two there. Get this coon dispatched, reset this dog proof, be on our way. We're having a good morning so far.
Trapping Across America is brought to you by Sawmill Creek Bait and Lures, Trapping Girl Inc., F&T Fur Harvesters Trading Post, J3 Outdoors, Element Outdoors, Revealed Trail Cameras, High Country Control, and Tacticam.
Finally, I caught a coon. This is actually the second coon I've caught today. I caught him in a Duke dog proof. He tore up the trees. I'll show you in a minute. But I've caught 10 possums today. That would have made good TV, wouldn't it? Caught 10 possums today. And tickled pink to have this coon. Gotta get them possums out of the way before you can get these coons. Wants me to rub his belly, I think.
Yeah, sure he does.
But yeah, we'll get this one dispatched and reset this dog proof.
Raccoons are smaller relatives of bears. They're native to South and North America, but they can be found in Asia and Europe also. They don't hibernate, but they spend the coldest days of winter in their burrows. It looks like Jason's next set has another opossum in it. Opossums and possums are different animals. Opossums live in North America while possums live in Australia and other countries. Both animals are marsupials, but possums are more closely related to kangaroos. But here's where it gets confusing. In North America, people often shorten opossum to possum when talking about the creatures prowling around the backyard at night. Is there a difference between an opossum and a possum? Yes, there is. They are entirely different animals. Hunters and trappers provide the funding for wildlife management programs and the purchase of critical habitats. When they join together with a common purpose, hunters and trappers are a political force speaking out in favor of wildlife conservation. Thanks to the conservation-minded hunters and trappers, species such as elk, deer, geese, wild turkeys, wood ducks, beaver, bald eagles, and river otters are more numerous today than they were in 1900. After getting this trap reset, Jason is headed to the next one. I don't know about you, but all this travel is making me tired.
Now, if you don't think these dog proofs are a coon catching fool, check out this. Now, I've caught 3 coon here in 3 days, this particular set. But just look at this here coon right here.
The 5 toes on a raccoon front paws are extremely dexterous, functioning essentially as 5 fingers which allow it to grasp and manipulate food it finds in the wild, as well as a variety of other objects, including doorknobs, jars, and latches.
To say that coon did get a little greedy is an understatement. He has both front paws on that dog proof. It's just how bad they want to get in there.
Jason arrives at his last set for the day. Looks like 2 more raccoons. In a world where humans interact with wildlife habitat in countless ways, management of certain animal populations will always be necessary. Uncontrolled, many species can infringe on real human needs. Thank you for watching this week, and be sure to tune in next week.